Hello, Mr. Kaczynski with you. Going to deal with the interior angles of polygons in this video, part of Section O in IXL's 8th grade math skills. All right, what is the sum of the angle measures in this shape? Well, it's a triangle, okay? And we know that the sum of the measures of the angles of a triangle, interior angles that is 180 degrees, okay? So every triangle, the angles add up to 180. Well, what about a quadrilateral? Maybe we look at a quadrilateral as two triangles. So wouldn't that be 180 times 2? Which would be 360 degrees, right? And what about this? This has got how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we could look at this as this 5-sided figure is being made up of 3 triangles. So in this case, we could do 180 degrees in every triangle times 3 triangles is 540 degrees. So the formula that'll work here is if we use n for the number of sides, it's 180 degrees times n minus 2, where n is the number of sides, okay? So in this case, 5 minus 2 is 3. In the previous case, we could do 4 minus 2, 4 for a quadrilateral, 4 minus 2 is 2. And for a triangle, we could do 3 minus 2 is 1, and 1 times 180 is 180. All right, well that's going to help us when we do something like this, all right? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-sided figure. All right, to figure out the total measure of all the sides here, or of all the angles, we'll do 180 times 9 minus 2, or 180 times 7, and 180 times 7 is 1260. Okay, that'll be equal to the measure of all the angles added together. So let's add these up. 160 plus 150 plus 140 plus 145 plus 145 plus 130 plus 140 plus 150 is 1160. And we also have h. So when we subtract 1160 from both sides of this, we end up with 100 degrees left over for h. So all of those angles plus the 100 would give us 1260, which is 1260 is the sum of all the angles of a nonagon, 9-sided figure. Okay. What is the sum of the angle measures in a hexagon? Well, a hexagon is a 6-sided figure, so we'll just do 180 times 6 minus 2, or 180 times 4, which is 720 degrees. The sum of the angle measures in a decagon. Okay, well a decagon is a 10-sided figure, so we'll do 180 times 10 minus 2, or just 180 times 8. And 180 times 8 is 1440 degrees. And one more here. What is the measure of each angle in a regular 13-gon? That means a 13-sided figure. Regular means all of the angles are the same measure. All right, well, let's figure out how many degrees in a 13gon first. We'll do 180 times 13 minus 2, also known as 180 times 11. So 180 times 11 is 1980 degrees. And then since it's regular, we'll divide that by 13. And that'll give us, not exactly, but we're going to round here. It says round to the nearest tenth, so we'll say about 152.3 degrees for each one. Each angle, that is. All right, so we figured out the total measure of all the angles together for a 13gon, and then we divided by the fact that there's 13 angles, and each one would be about 152.3 degrees. All right, so that's interior angles of polygons, 180 times n minus 2. Good luck.